This is Danish-InfoNews TV, your Danish English special report. In this special report, we look at the law of inheritance. Welcome to Danish InfoNews TV, your trusted source for insights into life, law, and society in Denmark. In today's feature, we explore one of the most sensitive and important topics for Danish families: inheritance. Traditionally, inheritance dealt with physical possessions such as houses, cars, jewelry, or savings in the bank. Today, however, it also extends into the digital world, social media profiles, photos stored in the cloud, cryptocurrencies, and even online game accounts. This report breaks down the Danish legal framework, highlights the most common conflicts, examines the emerging challenges of digital inheritance, and offers practical steps you can take to ensure your estate, whether material or digital, is managed according to your wishes. Section 1. Understanding inheritance in Denmark. At its core, inheritance is about how persons' property, assets, and obligations are distributed after death. It covers everything from tangible possessions like homes and vehicles, to financial assets like savings, to digital items that increasingly define our lives. Inheritance matters because it touches both the emotional and the practical sides of family life. Without clarity, grief can quickly be overshadowed by disputes, confusion, and even financial hardship for those left behind. Let's take a look at key concepts. Compulsory share, tvangsarv. 1/4 of the estate must go to the spouse and/or children. Free share, fri arv. The remaining 3/4 can be distributed freely through a will. Infographic idea, a simple flowchart showing how inheritance is distributed with and without a will. Section 2. The legal framework. Inheritance in Denmark is primarily governed by the Danish Inheritance Act, Arveloven. If a person dies without a will, the law dictates who inherits and in what proportion. To override this, a person can make a will, testament. This can be drafted privately, but it is usually recommended to formalize it through a notary or with 2 witnesses, ensuring it's legally valid. The law balances 2 principles: protecting close relatives through compulsory shares, respecting individual freedom to dispose of the remaining estate. A Danish inheritance law notes, many families assume the law automatically reflects their wishes. But in reality, blended families, cohabiting partners, or special gifts often require a will to avoid disputes. Section 3. Current challenges and trends. Although there is no single official statistic on inheritance dispute in Denmark, several indicators highlight the scale of this issue. Massive sums involved. In 2021, Danes who passed away left behind an estimated 21 billion in total estates. With such large amounts at stake, disagreements become almost inevitable. Rising conflicts. Lawyers and legal experts consistently report a rise in inheritance disputes, especially among blended families, where stepchildren and biological children may have different claims. Lack of wills. Survey, including those from Ældre Sagen, shows that a majority of Danes still do not make a will. As a result, families are forced to rely on default legal rules, which do not always reflect personal wishes. Inheritance conflicts in Denmark. Trends reported by legal professionals. Section 4. Digital inheritance. One of the newest and most complex aspects of inheritance is digital legacy. This covers everything from Facebook accounts to crypto wallets. Examples of digital inheritance: social media profiles, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, TikTok. Emails, Gmail, Outlook. Cloud services, iCloud, Google Drive, Dropbox. Digital assets, cryptocurrencies, online game, characters, blogs. The challenge is that digital accounts don't simply disappear after death. They remain active unless managed, and gaining access often requires long bureaucratic processes. Facebook allows accounts to be deleted or turned into memorial pages. Google offers inactive account manager to designate successors. Apple provides a legacy contact option. Instagram and LinkedIn profiles can be closed or memorialized. Expert Voice, a digital law specialist, explains digital inheritance is often overlooked. Yet without a plan, loved ones may face distressing reminders or even risks of identity theft from inactive accounts. Checklist idea: 5 steps to secure your digital legacy. Section 5. Why inheritance planning matters. Planning inheritance is more than a legal formality. It's an act of responsibility and love. Benefits include ensuring wishes are respected. You decide who receives what, not just the law. Protecting specific heirs, gifts of sentimental items, or ensuring children inherit equally. Avoiding conflict. Clear instructions prevent bitter disputes. Financial and tax benefits. Proper planning can reduce estate taxes and ensure efficiency. Lightening the burden. Organized documentation makes life easier for relatives during an already difficult time. Case study: a family disputes over a summer house because the deceased left no instructions. After a 2-year legal battle, the property was sold against the wishes of both children. A will could have prevented the conflict entirely. Section 6. Practical guidance. So how should Danes approach inheritance planning? Make a will. Decide how assets should be distributed. Include digital legacy. Specify whether accounts should be deleted, memorialized, or transferred. Talk to family. Communication reduces misunderstandings. Gather documents. Keep an organized folder of accounts, property deeds, and financial records. Seek legal advice. Complex estates often require professional guidance. Resource box. Denmark's domstole, courts. Ældre Sagen, guidance for older citizens. Skat.dk, estate tax information. Section 7. Common misconceptions. My partner will inherit automatically. That is false unless married or specified in a will. My children will know what I wanted. Without written proof, disputes are common. Only the wealthy need wills. False. Family conflicts often arise over sentimental and not financial items. Section 8. Looking ahead. Inheritance law is stable, but new challenges are emerging. The growth of cryptocurrency creates legal gray areas. Digital platforms are shaping new norms for memorialization. Other Nordic countries are exploring reforms, raising the question of whether Denmark should follow. Ethically, inheritance raises deep questions. Should law always prioritize blood relatives, or should personal relationship matter more? How should digital identities be respected after death? Conclusion. Inheritance is about more than money. It's about respect, clarity, and love. By planning carefully, you can ensure your wishes are fulfilled, your family is protected, and your digital life is handled with dignity. Subscribe to Danish-InfoNews TV for more in-depth reporting on the laws and social issues shaping everyday life in Denmark.